What's going on, guys? Got a nice little X and Y wireless battle here for you today, using a hyper-offensive Hoenn-based team, part of that ORAS hype. And for you Americans or, you know, non-UK that are watching, how is ORAS for you so far? Wouldn't know myself because it doesn't release until next week, which is actually a good thing. And listen to me here, I get paid next week, so I may actually get Omega Alpha sooner than need be. Sooner than I expected. I was expecting it at Christmas. I may be getting it next week or very soon. So, hope you'll be excited for that. As you can already see from the playlist, it's now changed to Wi-Fi battles instead of X and Y, because I am planning to continue battling once I get that game. Maybe do some contests with friends and record them, you know. Question of the day. What is your favorite contest type? As in, like, tough, cool, all that. Not as in normal, super, like. But yeah. I've actually been trying to get a battle with this team for quite a while now, quite a few days. But unfortunately, I've had to take myself off quite a few communities because I don't want ORAS spoiled by spoilers. And the first few battles I got was quite bad. Hashtag 6 Arceus's lol noob. And the person I'm actually fighting here is a rematch. The only difference being that they now have a Blaziken on team. So without further ado, let's hop into this match. Ikazet! So, as you can see, I'm going to lead off with Starscream, Skarmory. They're going to lead off with Gardevoir. So, I don't know what they're expecting first. I thought it might actually have Thunderbolt, so I stayed in because of Sturdy. They actually swapped into Sparky a Raichu. So, actually, instead of going for the first turn spikes, I actually go for Toxic, just if the Gardevoir stayed in, just try and get that out as soon as possible, because I knew for sure Gardevoir is a big pain, especially with its Mega Evolution, as I used to use it, if you can remember Grace / Gadite. So, I know this thing is pretty much going to try and hit me with a fun-type move, so I had two choices between Swampert and Flygon. So I decided to swap into Flygon, as I also have the Switch Initiative U-turn on this, because this is actually a different Crona to the one I've used before. I have now two Flygons named Crona, and one of them is going to change. So that's another thing you can do if you want to leave a name for the second Crona, which is a special attacker. Leave it down below. I'll look in that stuff. So, actually predicting the Salamence to come in, I actually go for Draco Meteor because Salamence is the only thing on their team that actually won't get affected by an Earth-type move, so it was pretty obvious. So, I'm actually now going to swap out into Misa, a Hyper-Offense Mawile, actually trained up to be quite a bulky, and they're going to also switch. There's going to be a double switch, actually, into two Fairy types, and I can easily scare them out. I scared them out before with the Play Rough. Now I'm scaring them out with the Iron Head. So I took a chance of this to go for the Sword Dance and Mega Evolve just to get in that bit more of power. And I stay in next turn when they Mega Evolve, hoping that possibly, because I know how Mega Mawile is quite good in defense, and also this one's quite well specially defense trained, that I might actually be able to survive an attack from Mega Blaziken. Unfortunately, as you'll see, it doesn't work out. So I've actually gone for the Play Rough this turn, and looking back, I should have probably gone for the Sucker Punch, as it would have done quite a lot. But unfortunately, because of that misplay, Misa is going to go down, and they're going to get a speed boost off. So back into Crona here to hit it with an Earth Power, and you'll see a lot of this happening in this match. That they survive on red health despite it. So they're going to get off a Sky Uppercut, which is going to take, I think, me down into red health as well. They're going to get their second speed boost, so unfortunately Crona's, which is Choice Scarf, isn't going to outspeed now, so Aerial Ace is going to pretty easily take Crona out, which is a huge shame, as Earth Power could have really helped in this match, as I noticed their team, and if you go back and have a look now, it is very weak against the ground type. So, I swap into Buff Kips here. Hashtag, no, I've done enough hashtags. You know it, I know it, we all know it. So they probably actually expected a water move here, as they swap into Ferrothorn, but I go for the Earthquake. Actually predicting this thing to come in, because on our first match, I do know it has the Power Whip, which is really not enjoyed, but yeah. As I say, their team is very weak to Earth here, so I decide to swap out Buff Kips because I know that Gardevoir, again, Huge move, Paul. Good thing I did. It carries energy ball. And I'm able to scare them out with a possible, I guess, another poison or a steel type move. But once again, I just go for the toxic, trying to stall that here as they swap into Vaporeon. So I know that I'm not going to be able to take it out in one turn for sure by this thing. So I go for the spikes, which actually, as bad as it seems now, is so helpful later on in the match, as you'll see. So, not wanting a Never Surf, wanting another turn at least with Skarmory here. I actually go for the, I keep saying the Roost. And go for next turn Toxic, which unfortunately is going to be it for Starscream here, as he won't be able to survive. He's more normally defensive based than Archwing, who is more specially defensive based. But he's done his job. He's poisoned basically 2 members, which is all that he needed to do. So next, I make the obvious swap here into Sceptile. Cannot wait to start with this thing. Or, well, actually, I'm going to start with Buff Kips and then have this thing Mega Evolve, which will be pretty sweet since this team beforehand had a quite big electric deficiency. That's why you've got both Crona and Buff Kips in there. So I'm going to go for the Energy Ball instead of the Leaf Storm, just in case they swapped into their Salamence, because it's what they did last time, and I've learned from it. But it's not going to kill. They're going to get off a Ice Beam, and that's not going to kill. Sceptile is just going to stay in like a boss, hit with another Energy Ball, knock out that Water Wolf Fox thing, as they now swap into that Silence. As you can see here, this is why I went Energy Ball rather than... I'm carrying the White Herb Unburdened set. So, 1 Dragon Pulse is going to take Silence out easily. As they now swap into their Gardevoir. I mean, they're already Mega Evolved now, so this thing's not too much of a threat, but it's still quite expensive. So, I'm just going to keep throwing my balls at it. My balls of energy. As they're actually going for Psychic, which is going to take Sceptile out, as he's quite frail in the... Well, he's just quite frail together. So, I don't know really what to do now. So, I swap into Majesty, Milotic. So, we've got a bit of a battle of the Majestics out here. Who's going to win the Q-off? Oh, yeah, me. So, they go for Energy Ball. As I go for Scold, I actually had the opportunity to set up, like, a Aqua Ring at any point, but I decided not to. As you can see, the Gardevoir here lives on that damn red HP. So much red HP. So much red that I can confirm even seeing red makes redder redder of redness. Are you ready for the ready redness of red? Red health survival. So next into Sparky. The Raichu, obviously poisoned. Their final Pokemon, actually, now I think about it. And I know they're going to go for a Thunder move. It's probably pretty much the thing they have. Going into Swampert, and it's not effect. Then this last move, this was the life and death situation, as I didn't realize that they could carry it. But Grass Knot, just take it, take it, take it. Yes! Buffkits takes that Grass Knot like a boss. He is taking beep from no one, and with 1 Earthquake, Raichu goes down, and I've won the match. So I hope you guys enjoyed this match. I'll see you next time. This is Cronus Feats signing out. Forgot to mention, Blaziken comes in, spikes, boom. See you guys around.